Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your F-150 Lightning information. We are going to be covering the 2025 model year F-150 Lightning order banks just opened up. The order guides have actually been available since last October, but as dealers, we haven't been able to order one, and as a customers, you haven't been able to order one online on Ford.com or anything, and no way of doing that. 24 model year, things were done a little differently. Dealers could access vehicles through a replenishment program that was a lot of those were real close to us. Like there was one in Kansas City that we had access to, and those could be here within a couple weeks. And as customers, you could go on and build and buy, is what they called it. And basically, you were seeing those vehicles sitting at the replenishment centers or at a dealer lot, available right away. We always carried a couple. In fact, we have 3 in stock right now in flash editions. And so we would carry them that way. And that's how you received them. You couldn't actually order them like you could back in, 2022 when I ordered my F-150 Lightning. Now you can. They are going back to that, just like it is on the Mustang Mach-E. We can order those. But in the process of doing that, we have Job 2 launch in between there. So Job 2 launched, and then they opened up the order banks, and you are able to order these. Now, so we're going to go through all the standard equipment plus the different optional equipment on the flash trim level, so you know exactly what's going on, because there are some changes, some significant changes to the flash. It lost some features, and the battery, the extended range battery, is different for this year as well. So we're going to go over all that information in this video. So also, we're taking orders. McArthur is taking orders for the Lightning. We're doing invoice pricing on the Lightning. So if you're wanting to order one from us, invoice pricing. This year, it used to be invoice MSRP was the same, but as of last year, that changed. It does have a markup like your normal gas F-150 does now. And so instead of giving dealers a percentage of the MSRP or whatever as a kickback, now they just went back to that traditional invoice pricing and MSRP. So if you want to save some money, you can order from us an invoice pricing, and we'll place your order for you. Also, if you finance with us, an extra $1,000. We'll talk more about that in the video. But so let's dive in here, because I do know that there are a lot of people that does not work for them. They're a long ways away. That $1,000, that's not really enough of the savings for them, or if their dealer is willing to do the same thing. So this information is for you regardless of whether or not you want to order from us or not. So hopefully you find some value out of this. I don't know if I already said so, but make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of our other video content. We like to cover a lot of scheduling, a lot of news here on this channel. We do a Maverick Monday video series. We do a Built Wild Wednesday for Bronco and a Super Duty Saturday for Super Duty. And then every Tuesday we go live for a couple hours, going over scheduling informations, Q&A, live Q&A. If you ever had you want a very educated dealer and you wanted answers to something, that is the night, Tuesday night. Come over, ask your questions, and we will answer. Don't dodge any questions. And we answer everything. We'll stay until we get all the questions answered in that. Plus, we cover recalls and dealer news updates and all kinds of other things in those live stream podcasts that you can catch right there. All right. Let's dive in here, and I've sold the channel long enough. Let's get going. All right, we are going to go over to Ford's website, and I'm going to preface this a little bit in saying Ford does not have the 25 model year. Actually, let me click on this because it changes every day. But as of yesterday, when I recorded, or maybe 2 days ago when I recorded the first video, they did not have 25 model year. I've done this before where like, oh yeah, 25's there, like in the middle of me doing these videos. Nope, it is not here. So we're seeing 24 model year, and you can actually search inventory at dealer lots. Like I said, we have 3 in stock, and I would say if you can find, especially if you're looking at the flash edition, there's a bunch of those out there. There's different replenishment centers and different dealers, and we do have some flash in stock. And I would say at this point, with the changes they made in 25 model year, if you have your chance to get a 24, jump on it. The incentives are there, and the inventory is there, and they're really not complex with how they're building these. And because they've made some changes, jump on those deals. And not just because we have 3 in stock, and I'd love for you to buy one of ours, but other dealers should have some as well out there. You can save a lot of money by going with a 2024. So I'm going to say that right there. But once those are gone and they're almost out, you're going to need to order one. So hopefully this video does help you out. So we're going to use 24 order guide as kind of a source here. So we're going to go to the build and price and use it so that it's you're going to want to see images, right? You're not going to want to look at my ugly face with the Lawn McArthur background for the whole video, right? So here we go, Flash Edition. And for this year, I actually have the prices in front of me for 25 model year. I believe they're the same. So the Flash Edition is going to be $67,995, and your destination delivery is the same, $2,095 as well for this year. So those prices did not go up or change. No price increase there, but it didn't go any lower either. So take it what you want. And some people feel like it did go up because of some of the loss of some of the features. And I can't dodge that. I kind of agree with you. So anyway, we're going to click in here and build out this, and we're going to go to some of the powertrain is what Ford listed as, and kind of go through some of these features here real quickly. Now, one of the things that's changed for the Flash, really a lot of people felt like it was an XLT that was extended range, and that is correct. You do get the dual E motor extended range for this year. I don't think it tells us in here. Well, that'll be different. Last year it was 131 kilowatt capacity extended range battery. This year it's 123, so it is less. Because of that, your range is going from 320 to 300 mile range. Your horsepower also went down. It is now 536 horsepower, same torque at 775 though. A foot-pound of torque. These are all come standard 4x4, as we mentioned. Actually, I haven't mentioned, but I'm mentioning it now. 4x4 also have selectable drive modes, just like last year, with a normal, a sport, a tow haul, and an off-road mode. So putting in those different modes will change how the throttle response is for the Lightning for those situations. Much sportier one, it's gonna, you get that person beside you, want to race, okay, whatever. Put it in that sport mode and have some fun with them. Tow haul mode as well. You have some stuff in the payload in there, or if you're towing something, put it in that tow haul mode. It helps as well. And then when you get off-road. I love that. Just it's very simple, right? Sport, tow haul, off-road. Can't get any more simpler than that. We do have regenerative braking system. So as you slow down or use that one pedal drive, which is also available on these, then as you let go of that or braking, you're going to, brake, regenerate as much of the power back as you can. So you get even better range in your vehicle. You do have an electric parking brake as well, includes an auto hold. So you don't have to hold that brake, especially if you have the one pedal drive, right? Then you can set that stoplight without having to press anything, right? So it makes it real nice. Audible vehicle alert system that alerts pedestrians. So as you back up, it's that tone that it makes. Anything with a hybrid or a quiet engine or a quiet motor is going to have this just as a precaution. A fully boxed steel frame, just like the F-150 gas version. Heavy duty dual front shocks. And then for your springs, front and rear springs, unlike the unlike the gas and hybrid versions, coil springs in the back. You do have a independent rear suspension with a rear semi-trailing arm as well. Front and rear stabilizer bar as well. So this is going to get a fabulous ride, a lot better ride than the gas version or the hybrid version will. Do have the vapor injection heat pump, and I'm not real good at being able to verse exactly what that does, except to say it's going to help you in winter driving. So you will not see the impact of your range as much during those cold weather. Wish I had it on my Mach-E. I do not, and I didn't have it on my Lightning when I had it, and this will make a big difference in your range. So some of you might be in, especially living in the cold climate, that 300-mile range actually may not be as significant to you in those cold weather days because of the heat pump. We do have the vehicle charging capacity. You do have that J1772 combo connector system that allows for you to flip it down for the DC charging. So you can DC fast charge up to 150 amps, kilowatt, should say, right? Is that right? Anyway, I don't know why I get this mixed up. And then we do have the also single onboard charging. So with this here, you do not get the dual charging anymore like you did a couple of years ago. It is a single onboard charging, and that means that where it's going to affect you is at home on the AC charging. So your level 2 peak charging rate will be 11.2 kilowatt. So that is the big difference in whether you have a single or a dual. It won't affect it on when you're fast charging and such, but it will affect you when you are charging at home. You do have that charge network system, the Blue Oval Charge Network, with all the different chargers in there. When you're driving and traveling, you can see those chargers and such, and this is going to help you out find those right chargers, including your Tesla ones when you have the adapter. And we're going to talk about this right here, this power cord, when we get to optional equipment. But let's get into some safety features, and these are all the same safety features as they were on the XL. Actually, They're a little different. So let's go through these. For your airbags, front airbags for the driver and front passenger. Uh, we have a side seat mounted side impact airbag as well. That's going to pull it from that seat if you have that side collision. Safety canopy side curtain airbag as well for first and second row to cover them. It's going to come down with a rollover sensor as well. So for breaking glass and such coming in those situations so that you don't have as many scrapes and bumps and bruises. We do have advanced track with roll stability control to help keep you on your intended path. It does have curve control. So if you're going to that curve maybe too fast, it's going to brake where it needs to keep you going on your intended path. We do have perimeter alarm. So that's going to, when you lock that vehicle up, it's going to lock around. Anything moves inside, gets inside, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights, which I can tell you, I've had this happen to my son when I was charging and I went into the bathroom, locked the vehicle up. I took my keys with me. He started moving and it started honking the horns and everything. So just keep in mind, keep that key inside for that person that's left behind so that doesn't happen to them. SOS post-crash alert system, honks the horns, flashes the lights if you're off the side of the road in an accident. We do have automatic emergency braking oncoming. So different than XLT. XLT says camera only. And I really don't know the definition of that yet. I haven't been able to research that. But if you have someone oncoming, then it's going to emergency braking. Just like we're going to talk about, this does have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection and front collision warning and such. So it warns you if you get close to somebody, if you're going behind them, it's going to help brake the vehicle. And since this does have adaptive cruise control, it will actually brake the vehicle with the dynamic brake support. And the oncoming, I believe, does something similar in that if it sees someone's oncoming when in that situation, it's going to brake the vehicle, because two vehicles going full speed at each other, more severe than if one of them is stationary, I believe. Anyway, so I think that's why they do that. Also, evasive steering assist. Again, on the XLT, it said camera only, and this one doesn't say camera only. So I'm assuming that it actually helps assist in steering around the vehicle if you're not able to stop in time. We do have lane keeping system as well, just like in the XLT, lane keeping assist, alert, the driver alert, and the road edge detection, which some vehicles, they call it road edge warning. And so what this is going to do for lane keeping is you have the alert is that it'll allow you to leave your lane, but it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left a lane. You have it on the assist, it's going to help try to keep you in there. Now you can have these activated together so that if maybe the assist doesn't activate it, but the vibrating does, it helps you as well. I like to have it on both. And then driver alert just going to alert you if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often. And then you do also the road edge detection. It's able to denote that over there if you're going to getting too close to the road edge, especially those ones that are really short and they don't have much of a shoulder. Then it'll alert you of that too, and that works really well. Intersection assist, fairly new in the last couple of years. If you're coming across the intersection and it sees that you would have that collision, I see this in a situation where there's two lanes and maybe you can't see the car through the other car. And so you start turning thinking you're good, and then there's a car coming. So it'll brake the vehicle so that hopefully you don't have that accident. And then I told you about the pre-collision assist, as well as this does have post-collision braking. So if you are in an accident, post-collision, maybe you're unconscious, or maybe you just forget to put it in park because, man, you just had a serious accident, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. So, all right, now back to looking at this. Let's look at the exterior of the vehicle. And I do want to bring up the... Go to this paint color one, and let's go to color. Actually, this is not too bad. Let's do a different color we did on the XLT one. And I like to do one that's lighter so you can see everything. So let's go with that there. There we go. And so we can take a look at this. So here on the front grille is going to be a carbon black with the signature light bar. So just like in the XLT, it's going to look similar to that as well, having that light bar on that grille up here. And then you do have the signature lighting as well for coming around the headlights there too. We do have for the front, we do have a power up and down front hood. And you can do that from the inside, or there's a latch right under there. You can press that and it opens it up too. Mega power frunk inside, so you can put so much stuff in there. I forget the numbers now. What is it, 400 pounds, I think, of cargo in there. Like, I think they say 8 bags of concrete or something, 50-pound bags of concrete. So that'd be about right. Also in there, you're going to have 2 USB ports to be able to plug in, and also 2.4 kilowatt of Pro Power on board available in that front area with 4 outlets in there. So plenty of ways to help people out in those tailgating parties or whatever you might do. You can be able to power different things up there too. I will tell you, you need to make sure inside in the dash, you want to make sure you turn that on because a lot of times they will have that off. So you'll need to access and turn and activate that front power devices. All right. LED projector headlights with dynamic bending headlights, which means that as you turn, it's going to light your intended path, which is what I like. An LED projector is so much brighter than LED reflectors. We do have auto high beam or auto headlamps first I want to talk about, and that means they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. And then we also do have auto high beams too. So if it's dark enough outside, it'll turn those high beams on. If someone's approaching you or in the city lights, it'll shut them off. Now that is several of these things are you can activate and deactivate in your different settings. For this would be your lighting section. Some of the others would be some other sections too. So safety features, those will be the driver assist features. If you don't want evasive steering assist and such, you can deactivate those. We do have daytime running lights as well that can be configured to be on or off in the cluster there. We do have the front bumpers. Front and rear bumpers are going to be body colored like you're seeing here. You are seeing the front sensing system up here. So that's the front parking sensors. I believe that's a difference from the XLT. At least I know it is from the Pro version. Molded in black down here. And then you do have front tow hooks that are black as well on these. So you're going to have that. And I like to, the air dam is reduced on this too, which is something I like. And then we do have the wheels are a 20-inch alloy dark carbonized gray wheel. So last year, this is the wheel that you got on the XLT, but for this year, you get the Pro wheel on the XLT. So on the Flash, you get upgraded to these 20-inch wheels. There will be an all-season tire that comes with it instead of an all-terrain tire. Standard equipment. Tire pressure monitoring system on those as well. You do have a tire inflator and sealant kit located in the front storage compartment. So underneath, there's a little compartment underneath. They probably put it under there. That's where they locate it. You can relocate it to wherever you want, probably. It's just a kit. Four-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. We do have blind spot assist or your bliss with cross traffic alert with blinds. It also controls your trailer if you have a trailer. So blind spot or bliss is your blind spot information system. If there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of your mirror unless you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. And cross traffic alert, if you're backing up without a trailer, someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to alert you as well that there's someone back there. It even shows you on the camera which direction they're coming from. So the mirrors are manual fold mirrors, power glass, also heated in that glass, turn signal indicator. You're going to see that right over here. And with the black skull caps like the XLT gets as well. You do get LED side view mirror spotlights. So it'll these turn signals will double as those spotlights. So there's two switches for left and right for those spotlights, which is kind of nice. You do have also the door handles though are going to be body colored, as you can see here, and does have a little black knob on those because it does have the intelligent access with push button start with approach detection as well. Just put your hands in the door handle. It's going to automatically unlock it, allow you to get in and out. Now, one thing you will not see is it does not have keypad on the Flash Edition. I think you did get that in 24 model year. It's not standard equipment in 25. And it was hardwired in. Now, we'll talk about optional equipment, but you can get a keypad as optional, but it will be a wireless keypad. So that's a different. Carbon black fixed extended running boards. XLT received this as well. We do have the lightning on the bedside. That hasn't changed. That's still there right there, which is real nice. On the back of the cab, you do have the center high-mounted stoplight with a light for the cargo area as well. You'll see a camera there. This does have 360-degree camera. So there's one in the front and the back. The side mirrors, so you can see completely around the vehicle. And then we do have rear window with rear defrost, privacy glass on these back windows and back glass, I believe. And then we do have in the back rear view cameras we mentioned with the 360 camera, sensors back here as well. So you have front and back sensors. So pretty much, perimeter sensing there. Reverse brake assist as well. So as you're backing up, it's going to brake the vehicle in case you don't stop. So it looks really kind of like the pre-collision assist going forward does. We do have a class 4 hitch back here with the trailer sway control, and you get the smart trailer tow connector as well. So it helps you back up. I love it. I think Ford's backup camera system is the best in the market. I back up a lot of vehicles into our picture building, and I can tell you, looking at the manufacturers, the Ford one is by far better than any of them out there. And then tailgate is removable with the key lock. So when you lock the doors, it locks the tailgate. It's unlocked in the same way. It does have tailgate lift assist. So it doesn't have the struts coming down. So it will just drop down if you let it go. But going up, it's going to make it, it's going to feel lighter. It's going to feel like it's much lighter. So it does have that assist going up. Inside, we do have total of 8 pickup box tie down. So there's 4 in the base to be able to tie things down. And then there's also 4 plates around, 2 on each of the side of the bed there. LED box lighting. This is something you get on the Flash that you don't see on the XLT version. So LED box lighting, you can press that button back there and it's going to light from the back corners to light the bed. Zone lighting as well. So it's going to use some of the lights from these backup lights here, from your side spotlights, your the illuminated the approach detection lights, the front lights, to be able to pick 4 zones, front, back, both sides. You can, click which ones you want on and don't want on, right? If you're at a campsite and there's somebody right beside you, maybe you don't want it over there, but you want it on the back so you can see what's going on, you can do that. Also, these are going to come standard equipment with the tow technology package for this year. Gets you the 360-degree camera, which I already mentioned. Also gets the Pro Trailer backup assist and the hitch assist. So that's going to use that dial to be able to back up to a trailer or back up a trailer using that dial, and it controls the steering for you while you just take everything. You just control it with that. Now, if you're backing up to a trailer, you just press a button and it's going to back up right to the trailer. It works really smooth and slick. I got a chance to experience this at one of the auto shows, and then of course use the dial to control your trailer. Also, you get trailer reverse guidance that allow you to see right down the side. It looks like you're looking right down the side of that trailer. So it uses the 360 cameras for that, which is really phenomenal. So, all right, let's move inside now. There we go. Inside, we do have carpeted flooring with floor mats. Carpeted floor mats. Does have scuff plates for the driver and front passenger doors, illuminated entry, fade to off, interior lighting as well. All that's going to be included in there. Grab handles, just like an XLT here on the A pillar as well as on the B pillar. Kind of see it back there behind that seat. We also do have for the seats, they are heated up here. You'll notice they are bucket seats with the flow-through console. That shifter can fold down if you need to. You're going to get seat backs, mat pockets on those front seats. These will be ActiveX seats. So it's an upgrade from XLT to Flash to getting those ActiveX seats. And a lot of people ask, are they leather? Technically, they're not leather. Let me tell you this. They are very easy wear, though. Get in a vehicle with leather seats with jeans a couple times, and you'll know what I'm talking about. It will leave that behind. Also, spills and everything will absorb into that leather. This one's going to be so much easier to clean. It's just going to wear real nicely. I've had ActiveX in a lot of vehicles. I've actually gone from Bridge of Wear leather in a Lincoln to an Expedition with the ActiveX, and I think they're phenomenal. So that's just my take on it. Not trying to sell you on it, just saying that's what I experienced. 10-way power driver's seat and multi-adjustable front power seat as well, and with power lumbar as well. 2-way adjustable head restraint. That means they can go up and down. And we do have for the rear, of course, all of them will have the same seat, the ActiveX in here. We do have a 60-40 split bench seat as well, so those seat cushions can fold up. Under seat storage, and I'm going to tell you, it's not the lockable storage. It's a small section at the very back that you can store some things in. Just making sure everybody's aware of what that is. You do also get a jack. So even though you don't get a spare tire as standard equipment, you still get a jack, though. So they didn't leave you out on that. Power windows, one touch up and down for the front and front passenger window. It means you just hard press it down, let go, and it's going to roll it down. Coming up, pull it till you feel it click, and let go. Power door locks as well. For this, we'll have a remote, so you can unlock and lock it with the remote. Power adjustable pedals. Let me flip to this one here. So those pedals go forward and back. So they're going to have that as well. And you do have the black ActiveX wrapped steering wheel. So kind of, not leather wrap, but ActiveX wrapped. And then you do get a manual tilt and telescoping with the manual lock for the steering wheel. So it can go up and down, forward and back. You can lock it into position. Heated steering wheel as well is included with this. So it comes in real handy when you want to remote start the vehicle and get that defrosted off, the seats warmed up, and the steering wheel comes in real handy. This does come standard with the driver state detection. So it does have the things over here to be able to see if you're, I think it's over here too, to see if you're paying attention as you're driving, because it has Blue Cruise. Blue Cruise is included the standard equipment with this. You're going to get a 90-day trial of Blue Cruise. We're going to talk about options later, because you can option for a yearly subscription if you want. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. during that part of the video. But Blue Cruise, hands-free driving. This in here, I can't remember what edition they're on this. At least Blue Cruise 1.2, which also helps you with the lane change assist, I believe, and moves you over if there's something coming beside you. So I love that. I believe that the 25 model year does have 1.2 version at least. Stopping, you do have, if you decide you don't want to continue with that, with the Blue Cruise, I will tell you this: a warning, this driver state detection will be activated regardless. So if you're looking away, it's going to warn you, which I don't think is right. If you decide you don't want Blue Cruise, that shouldn't be a part of it either, but that's just the way it is. But you know what? As a driver with other people driving, I wish every vehicle had that, to be honest. We do have adaptive cruise control that you get after that. So if you decide you don't want that, you get adaptive cruise. That gives you the stop and go, the lane centering, and the predictive speed assist. So we'll talk about all those. So the adaptive cruise control, it'll slow you down to the vehicle in front of you and keep that distance until you pass him, and then it resumes up. Even bring it to complete stop and go again if you need to. Sometimes you might have to hit the resume if you come to complete stop for too long. And you can do that. Lane centering keeps you in the center of your lane. So this is between adaptive cruise control and Blue Cruise is just one step, and that is being able to tell whether you're driving, which this gets it, but it's that subscription. So if you don't want to pay the subscription, like for me, I don't drive on the highway a lot, so I don't sign up for Blue Cruise. This adaptive cruise control is real close to that. So it's a great way of going as well. So get your 90-day trial, see if you like the Blue Cruise, and decide at that point if you want the subscription, or do it on a test drives and then pre-buy a one-year plan if you want to. Well, again, we'll talk about that during the optional equipment. Predictive speed assist will actually slow you down. So if you're going that curve and you're going along and with that cruise control, it'll actually slow you down if it knows it can't handle that curve at that speed, which is pretty cool. Also, predictive speed assist also means speed sign recognition. So it recognizes your speed signs and adjusts your speed accordingly. So you can set that tolerance above and below the speed limit, right? We do have a 12-inch digital instrument cluster through here. So that's going to be standard equipment as well, with a lot of configurations you can do in that. We do have dual zone climate control. So the driver and front passenger have two different temperatures. You control that with the dial and on these buttons right here on the lower part of the dash, which we're going to talk about in just a second. B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen includes 8 speakers, including a subwoofer and HD radio. Sirius XM with satellite with 360L standard equipment. Hardware's there. You get 3 months as well on that. So Blue Cruise 3 months, Sirius Blue 3 months. You can get Sirius subscription very, very inexpensive now. I think it's like if you wait to the very end of your trial, your 3 months to expire, Sirius will send you out a great deal, like $10 a month or even less if you don't sign up at all, like I did. You can get an even better deal. Now we have the Sync 4A. So that is a portrait style screen here. So it gets basically the same thing as the Lariat gets. Sync 4A with a 15-inch LCD screen. Enhanced voice recognition system allows you to be able to use those wake up words like OK Forward pass, and it's listening kind of like Siri does for your Apple phones and Android phone does. Cloud connected, you get wireless phone connection. You get 911 assist. You get the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that's wireless, so you don't have to connect in. I will say that if you do that and you're using it for your navigation, then just know that your phone will die faster than it should. So you might want to plug in every so often. Digital owner's manual. So it's now on the screen. No physical owner's manual. It's all right there on the screen, which is nice because you can search for terms and everything else. And I think it's nice. Adaptive dash cards as well. That's these little these cards right here. So basically the most frequently used or the last used apps is what's going to be down there. So you can scroll through those and find. It's like, well, I was just on the radio. It'll be right down here. So you can find it and just press on it. And then it goes up there where the navigation screen is on this, which is really nice. And then you also get the personal profiles. So you can set up for your radio stations, your climate, where you like to for you. And you can set up those profiles in there. So I like those. I do that for my vehicle. And you also get the connected navigation for 3 years of service. So that on-screen nav instead of having to use your Google Maps or your Waze and that kind of stuff if you want. And then rear view mirror is auto dimming, so you will see no lever under there. So it's auto dimming, automatically adjust that for cars coming in with those bright lights. You're on the back of those visors, you're going to have covered mirrors on the back of those, so that's real nice as well. And we do have Pro Power on board. So you get 2.4 kilowatt of onboard power in the front, 2.4 in the cab area. And I believe, or I think between the cab and the front area is 2.4. And then, so you'll have those 4 outlets I mentioned in the front area. You get 2 outlets up here. You'll see one there, and I think one behind the console. PowerPoint up there as well. So you're going to have all that. You'll have 2 more outlets in the cab as well. And again, it says 6 USB ports throughout. So 2 in the front area. And in the cab, it says it's 6 USB ports. Wow. Anyway, so there you go. All kinds, 8 outlets and 8 USB ports. Wow. How can you go wrong there? Plenty of things to power your different devices. So, all right. Yeah, and the 2.4 is for the entire vehicle. So, all right. And we do have FordPass Connect. Allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the FordPass app. It comes with up to 10 different devices for 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspots. That will require a subscription, I believe, as well for you. And then your FordPass apps, though, are free. So download the app, connect your vehicle. You can remote start the vehicle. Well, you're not remote starting it. You're actually turning the climate on, right? You're preconditioning the vehicle, basically, especially when it's plugged in. So you can set up those departure times through the app. You can locate where your vehicle's parked, schedule those charge times as well if you use one of the Ford's chargers. All kinds of cool things in there. Power your trip, locate and charge. As you can set up through the app, you're charging, so you can do plug and charge when you go to the different charging places, especially like Tesla and Electrified America, where you just put it in and it starts charging, right? All right, let's talk about colors for this year because they're a little different. So let's let me find my guide here. I think they're the same as it is for the XLT. Interior will be a medium dark slate interior on the Flash. So like what you were seeing there. You will have the agate black. I believe that's how you say it. I say agate, but I think it's agate black. Metallic, we do have antimatter blue is also continued for this year. It's darker than that for you in person, but it's beautiful. The sun hits it. Carbonized gray is also available for this year. And we have that. There you go. It's darker than that. So they're all a little darker than these. We do have Iconic silver, which again is a little darker than that. Almost looks white in this picture, but it is the silver. Oxford white. So that's actually pretty close there. Oxford white. We do also have the Rapid Red, which is extra $4.95 for that. So you'll have that color as well. That's continued for this year. And then new for this year, instead of Avalanche in 24, now we have Space White, which is a beautiful color as well. It's lighter than your Avalanche color. So there's all of our colors for this year. There you go. And outside of that, let's start talking about a couple packages that are available for this year. First, let's talk about this Max Trailer Tow package. It's $1,100. It's the same as it was in the XLT version. Well, let's go through this if you didn't watch that video. You're going to get the electronic locking gear ratio on this, so that's really nice. That e-locker. Also, that kind of helps you pull your trailer and get launched, right? You do have the hill scent control as well, so that's if you have that trailer, it's going to help you descend down. Trailer brake controller will also help with that, so you can help brake the vehicle or the trailer using that trailer brake controller. And then also it does increase your tow capacity. So for this in here, your extended range, your tow capacity is 7,500 pounds without this package. With this package, it's going to get 10,000 pounds. So your range and your extended range battery of 123 does not affect your tow capacity. So just so you're aware of that. So that's going to be included. Now, also, Ford is actually showing this as a package, this Blue Cruise. This here, so last year there was a 3-year plan. That is gone. That is no longer around. So scratch that out. That is not available. But you do get a 1-year plan that you can order with your vehicle. So when you order your vehicle, you can order the Blue Cruise 1-year plan. And then what it'll do is every year you renew up every year. So that 1 year, let me make sure on this, Blue Cruise for 1 year is $495. I should have known that off the top of my head. $495 for that. Not too bad. Now, if you don't get it and your 90-day expires, you can do monthly plan if you want. I believe those are $50 a month, which isn't too bad either. So, and what's great about that is, let's say you don't do that. You don't sign up for Blue Cruise. But like for me, I was making 2 trips in the same month. I'm like, I'm just going to sign up for Blue Cruise for this month. And then I'm going to go ahead and get it for 30 days. And then I'll be able to use it on my couple trips that I'm taking, during, spring break and such. for my wife's spring break, then we have the Blue Cruise. So that's always an option for you as well. And then you can cancel after that 1 month. All right, now let's get into some standalone options. We're going to move down here and talk about these. And I'm going to grab a pen because I want to mark these off as we talk about them. Some of these will be factory options that will be done at the factory, and you'll want to definitely make sure you put those on there if you think you want it. But some of these are dealer installed options, which means it will be done at the dealer. And I want to tell you right now, some of these, what happens is your vehicle's built, and then they see that you wanted a dealer installed option. They ship those parts to your dealer, and you hope that their parts get there before your car does or your truck. There are many of ours that are showing up, and we're having to wait to put be able to take delivery of the vehicle because the dealer installed option has not arrived. Just putting that out there. It's I'm being real with you and transparent with you. This is what's happening. I'm not doing that to tell you to not put dealer installed options, but I would just say if it's something that doesn't doesn't, mean that it takes much to install it, then go ahead and get it through Ford Accessories, because all these dealer installed options are available through Ford Accessories. So if it doesn't take an install, a difficult install, then I would encourage you highly to just not do that. Get it through Ford Accessories. You can even order it when you order your vehicle and have it there. I've had people do that. All right, I'll go through these now that I've gone over that. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew. There is an all-terrain tire. So XLT comes with an all-terrain tire on the 18-inch wheel. You can get the all-terrain tire as well for this. And these prices have been the same from 24 to 25. So I assume it's going to be 150 for that tire as well. I do have all the prices, but it takes me a second to find. 20-inch all-terrain tire is 150 for this year as well. So there you go. So you can get that if you want. Moving down, we do have the tonneau cover. These are all the same prices. You have a retractable tonneau cover. Now, these tonneau covers are done at the factory. They're called a Ford accessory option. I will tell you this, though, even though those are done at the factory, you don't have to wait on part and all that, because they are limited on how many parts they have access to. That does take a little longer for some vehicles to get scheduled. But the fact that the production rate of the Lightning is so low, I don't think it'd probably be too much of a problem. But here are the prices: $2,200 for the retractable. So basically, it'll just like it sounds, it retracts in and stores in the front area up there. Actually, it rolls up, I think, on top, which is actually, this is one of my favorite. The hard folding bed cover, $1,200, and that one there. See if there's images of these. You can see that actually isn't the right image, but it folds on top of each other, tri-folds up on there. We do also have down here the soft folding. I'm going to go ahead and cover it while we're at it. There you go. It's $590 for that one, and that one is a soft one, but folds up. Some people may not like that because people could cut into it or whatever, that kind of thing, but it just depends on what you want to do with that. All right, next up, we do have the Pro Power on board. We mentioned that you do get 2 outlets in the bed, 2.4 kilowatt of Pro Power on board. This gets you 9.6. So you get the 2.4 plus a 7.2 in the bed area. So that's going to give you 4 outlets, and it's going to give you a 240 volt plug as well. So some of you that want to, how you have a generator and when your power goes out, you can usually 240 and use that generator cord and plug it right into your house. You can use that and flip that on and use your car to power your house without having to pay for the backup power system or whatever it's called, which is real expensive. So just keep that in mind as well. Individual tire pressure monitoring system with a customer placed camera. That is a dealer installed option. Now, Pro Power on board is a factory option, by the way. I didn't mention that, but you're going to have that. And actually, let me mention, yes, 2.4 kilowatt circuit in the frunk and cab, and then it says 3.6 kilowatt circuits in the bed. So there's an A and a B. So the 240 is on one of them. So anyway, there you go. And then that gets you 10 outlets and 8 USB ports. So sorry, I backtracked to the Pro Power on board as I checked it off. The camera placed or the customer placed camera. If you have a trailer, that's $11.15. I think it's the same this year. If you have a camera and you want to put that on your or a trailer, I'm sorry, you can put it on that camera on your trailer, and also the tire pressure monitor system for your trailer as well. So that way you can be able to see behind your trailer as you're backing up. So that is a dealer. Wait, hold on. That is a That's not a dealer installed option, or it is a dealer installed option, but they actually wouldn't install it for you. But still, you'd have to wait for it to come in. If it doesn't show up for your vehicle, shows up, then what most dealerships will do is, hey, we'll ship it to you. But you can buy that through Ford Accessories as well. Now, aluminum crossbed toolboxes. There's a matte black and there's a bright one, $9.50 for those, and those are a Ford accessory. Hold on. Yes, Ford accessory. So they'll be put on at the factory. Now, not too many people order this, but you can get it later as well. But that might be a way, since it's done at the factory, to add that to your build. So one of the things that I suggest, if you try something and you're not getting scheduled for production date and your dealer has allocations and it's just getting overlooked, then the next month, go ahead and pull those off and then get it scheduled. So that's something I tell people as well. Foldable pickup box bed extender. That is a dealer installed option. So the dealer will put it on your vehicle. Actually, there's an image right here, $9.45 for that. So that will actually kind of folds in half in a sense and goes and stores into the bed. And then you fold it out and then you can extend it back over your tailgate. So it's pretty cool. But just like with this in here, that one is not available with, I'm going to go off my notes because the building price has been wrong a couple of times, and 25 is different than 24. Not available with the tonneau pickup box cover, retractable, the bed divider, or the aluminum crossbed toolboxes. So don't know how the toolbox gets in the way of the bed extender, but if you want some of those other things, order those and order this through Ford Accessories and put it in yourself. It's not hard to install. So there you go. There's that. Just a thought on that. And then we do have the Tough Bed Spray and Bed Liner. That is in Ford Accessories that is done at the plant. And they can put it on your vehicle. So you have that option there. You do have the plastic drop-in. So on XLT, we didn't see this as an option, but the Flash does have it an option. So that's that kind of that plastic drop-in bed liner. Not real popular, and that is also done at the factory if you want that on your vehicle. So the rest of these are dealer installed options. Now that I look down, we do have down here the bed divider. So this gives you this divider. So that's not available with some things, but that is a dealer installed option. So again, it'll come to the dealer and they would put it in your vehicle. And that one there, not available with the tonneau pickup box cover, hard and retractable, or the bed mat, or the pivot storage box. Did that get all right there? No, still you can't get the loading ramps anymore with your order. And then here's a pivot storage box by Undercover. You can see what that looks like for $290. We just mentioned that as an exception on the other. So this in here is a right-hand side, not available with the bed divider or tonneau pickup box cover, hard retractable, or the foldable pickup bed extender because it goes in the same location. And so that there would go store on the side and then it would pivot out towards you. So that's pretty popular as well. So, and easy to install. The bed mat removable, $195. This is a dealer installed option, and this is very easy to install. You just throw it in your bed. So don't get it on your order. I would recommend you not doing that. But this here is not available with the bed liner drop-in or the tonneau pick box cover, hard retractable, or the bed divider. So not available with any of those because the bed divider will get in the way of that. That mat sticks up, and the bed divider wouldn't be able to go in those slots. All right, so we do have this bed cargo net horizontal. So you can kind of see what that looks like. It holds things in. It uses the tie downs. So that is also a dealer installed option. Not available with a bed divider because of the location. But again, this is something you can get through Ford Accessories. No install needed. So I would not order it on your vehicle when you order it from your dealer. We do have the wheel lock kit, a hidden lug nuts. Looks like that. And then we also do have an exposed one that looks like that, both $80. So you can get those on your vehicle too. And those are also dealer installed options that the dealer would put on your vehicle when it comes in as well. All right, moving down to some interior options. We do have an in-vehicle safe by console vault. So that goes in your console. So that is also a dealer installed option there. And that one there, no constraints on that. Like it's available with other things, but it is a dealer installed option. The dealer would install it for you when it gets there. Floor liners, both of these options with or without the mats are actually done at the factory. They'll put it in your vehicle when they ship it to the dealer. So no worry about that. You can go ahead and add that on just fine. Ash cup with a lighter. So you have that. So you get the lighter and the ash cup. That is available. That is a dealer installed option as well. And again, available through Ford Accessories very easily. So we do have the ash cup with just a corn holder. So no lighter there. And again, get those through Ford Accessories along with the first aid kit. First aid kit's a dealer installed option, but again, you can see what that looks like. It's $50 through Ford Accessories website too. You're just paying for shipping, and then you can have it and not hold up your build. The more of these things you have on there, the more likely it's going to hold off getting it scheduled in most situations. Now, there's a lot of things not listed in here. So let's go through a couple of these things that aren't on there that are on the order guide because last year they weren't available last year. And that is the front and rear molded splash guards without the wheel lip molding. Those are a dealer installed option, and the dealership would put it on your vehicle. That is also an option for this year. The spare tire lock. So this in here does require to add the spare tire, which we're going to talk about, is an option as well. Spare tire lock is on there. So basically there's no lock on the back of that for the spare tire. So you would want to add this lock if you don't want people to get into it. So see if I can find that price on that. By the way, spare wheel and tire is an option as well. 175, it'll be an 18-inch wheel, and it'll go underneath the bed. So you would get that. You're already getting the jack of standard equipment. Spare tire, wheel, and lock is 175 when you order that. And I don't see the lock. Where's it at? I'm trying to find it quickly for you guys, but yeah, I don't see it in there, so I don't know the price on that. But I think it's less than $100 for that. But that's something you'd want to get as well. And then the spare tire I mentioned as well. The other thing you'll notice is we talked about there's no keypad entry here, but you can get the security code wireless keypad entry for the driver's side, and that is a dealer installed option. And that keypad there, don't see it on here. I'm not sure the cost on that. I'm thinking around $200, but I'm not sure. Again, I don't see it listed in here. Oh, here they are down here. The dealer installed options. So that keypad entry is $225. I was right. And the spare tire lock is $80 for that. So you have that. And there you go. And then the only other thing, front license plate bracket. If you're in a state that requires a front license plate bracket, then it's a standard equipment. Dealership would install it when the vehicle gets there. If you're in a state that doesn't require front license plate bracket, then it's an optional equipment. Still no charge option though, and the dealer would put it on your vehicle. Now, something that's listed in here, I didn't see it on here, and that is a tailgate step. So tailgate step is a standalone option for the Flash Edition. You can get tailgate step, includes a tailgate work surface, allows you to fold that console down as well. So that tailgate step is a factory option, and that tailgate step is $430. I think it's in here. I think we just overlooked it. And then the mobile power cord. So for this year, it's $500 last year. This year, not only do you get the mobile power cord for a 120 volt and a 240 volt, but you also get the adapter. So it's $600 this year if you want to get that. So that's also an option for you too. So I think we covered everything through that. So. All right. So hopefully that did help you out, give you some information on what's standard, what's optional for the Flash Edition for this year. Some changes that I wanted to take note of there, and some special on some of the options as well that's available that wasn't available in 24 model year. But you can see there are some things like we don't have a wireless charging pad this year like we had in 24. The keypad is now a standalone option. It's wireless instead of hardwired. Things like that. Spare tire is now optional equipment, so that's an extra $150. So these are some things that are adding up. So that's why people are saying that there's price increases in the sense that if you wanted to get the keypad, that spare wheel tire, and you want the lock and all that, we're talking now $500 more than it was last year. So anyway, something to think about. If you see a 24 out there, it might be a great time to maybe scoop one of those up instead of waiting for a 25. So, but if you do want to order a 25 and 24s aren't available anywhere, you can order with us. We are doing invoice pricing. If you finance with us, $1,000 off of that price. No glitches or anything on that. We do have allocations like this month. We were given 4 allocations. We turned some down because we had no orders. Nobody wanted to order with us. So we will get allocations, probably 2 to 4 every month. so we can take orders. So if you'd like to take us up on that offer, feel free. You can go to our website. So one of the things that I pointed out here is build and price is not available on Ford.com, but we do have it on our website. And so when you go over here to the order your Ford, there is a 2025 Ford F-150 Lightning. We've actually had that build and price on our website since October when the order guides came out. I gave it to them. They've had it up and running. So if you click on that, then it pulls up to an extra tab, and here you can go ahead and select, and you can select the flash. You can build it out. Now, one thing you will find out is it won't. Actually, do they have the colors up? Oh, they do. Okay, so it'll change the color. Changes other things. It may not change to you, but just the actual colors, which is nice. So it does have this year's colors with the space white in here. Not sure if that's going to change. Looks like they're not changing that color because it's a new color for this year probably. But some of the colors will change for you, which is real nice. And then you can, if you get a color that's optional, like that one, it'll add that price. Do you want the Blue Cruise? You can just add these in here, and then it changes your price down here and lets you know what that price is going to be here for you. And then, so if you want to order with us, then you just confirm that selection, fill this out, put in there you want the YouTube special, and then submit it, and we'll contact you, and we'll make sure we get that and ordered for you. Or if you want to use this for your dealer, so you don't want to order from us, order from your dealer, feel free, go to our website if you want to. Your dealer might have something similar to set up as well, because this company works a lot of Ford dealers. But if you go in here and you print this, and you can even print this page out if you want. I believe you can print it out or screenshot it. Take that to your dealer. It makes it real easy for them to go, okay, I need a flash. You want to add the Blue Cruise. You want to add this. You want this color. Should come out to the same price. Boom. Right? Makes it real easy if you're going to your dealer. So that's an option too. Feel free to use our website if you want to for that. So that's all I'll have for this video. We're going to do a Lariat and a Platinum as well. Hopefully to do a Pro version, but I thought Pro was going to be fleet only, but it looks like it is available to order for retail as well. Unless you want the extended range, and then you can't. So just like it was before when it launched. So, all right, I think that's all I have for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these educational videos here. And hopefully just got some information that you enjoyed from this video. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you on the next video.